already one of the loudest buildings in football, and never more so than when the war drum is sounded, and this crowd has begun its battle cry inside the walls of Kansas City's Arrowhead Stadium. Coming up, what a game, a rematch of Super Bowl 59 as the Chiefs welcoming the team who beat them for it all, the Philadelphia Eagles. Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from Kansas City. Here's Smith on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them as he always does, a quarterback seeking his 4th consecutive Super Bowl appearance and a 4th Super Bowl title. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes. I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Complete to number 1, Xavier Worthy. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
1st and 10 from the 41. Running up the middle, Pacheco. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Stopped on the play by Zadarius Smith.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
A second down run by Pacheco. And this is going to get him right up near that first down, but he's marked short after a gain of 7, 3rd down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Here's Mahomes on the sneak. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9 now, 9 is what they need on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. And he's caught, he's got Brown. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. They'll run. Pacheco. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5. Here's Mahomes now. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. No luck finding his receiver that time, and that brings up 3rd and goal.
That was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, they couldn't penalize the throwaway.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs finish up an excellent opening series. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Eagles nothing.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. This makes it up to the 25. So here are the Eagles now for their first drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations or around the goal line, he finds a way to get in, but it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him, and he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, well, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did, tote the ball himself for a big run.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Pulled in by Dotson along the sideline. A gain of 27 yards there. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Well, I think we can all see this one, partner. Some considerable frustration beneath Coach Reed's mustache, and he throws the flag.
Previous play is under review.
We're all watching that sideline here, seeing where those feet came down.
And no matter what they rule here, Kate, that was an outstanding effort just to make the catch.
Yeah.
Now we got to look and see, did he get both feet in with possession?
After review of the play, The ruling on the field stands.
So even upon further investigation, that call's going to stand. A missed challenge for Andy Reid. They're set up at the 35 now. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And he's going to be contained after a modest gain to the 31. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 6 now. He'll step up, and there he goes. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Philadelphia.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And this one, Hurts had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. 3rd down coming up.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal. Hurts now from the gun. And the ground game works for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
The Eagles finish off their opening drive. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Smith on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over.
Now for the 2nd time, we get a look at this Kansas City offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. A counter give here to Pacheco. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They send a tight end in motion. 2nd and 10 now. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
And the Birds bring out the nickel look. Third down coming up. Putting the tight end in motion. Third and short. Here's Mahomes. Got it, man, and Kelsey has it. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's second down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Back to throw, Mahomes. He tucks it and takes off. And Mahomes is going to dodge a hit with that slide after he picks up enough for the first down.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
A first down carry for Pacheco. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Now a pass play. Here's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the 29. Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I can promise you that is a throw. It's a quarterback when it leaves your hands, you do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB could cut off and take the other way.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. That's caught for the first. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gain 18 on the previous play.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First down and goal to go.
From the red zone now. He drops this down to Pacheco underneath. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Chiefs. Pacheco will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
Stopped short of the
I think I could see that sideline considering a challenge down there. It was close, but I think he got barely enough to escape the end zone. Another run might not be so lucky.
Only need to fall forward one more yard. Here's 3rd and goal. He has it on the QB sneak. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Chiefs take a second quarter lead. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7.
14, Eagles 7.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now for the second time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you got to imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. A play fake now hurts to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
1st down, a run with Barkley. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
I think this is the part where they run away, Kate. As in run away from that monster. He's just too strong a presence to try to block them inside, and that time, it cost him some yards.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. He finds Brown right side. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
It's a gain of 8.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Just about a yard to the markers, and they're going to take the risk and go for this. Oh, they're going for it on an option play left. And there's not going to be a score, but great effort. He's out of bounds inside the 10.
1st and goal.
One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
Hey, forget about it. Forget first down. For a moment, they were thinking touchdown on that play. What a time to deliver a breakaway run. And that puts a ton of momentum on their side for the next snap.
First down from the red zone. The throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there, not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Smith on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Chiefs offense out to take over. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. A give to Pacheco to start the drive. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, 2nd down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Right back to Pacheco. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, I know 3rd and 1 feels like an automatic running down, but after seeing that last play yield you nothing, this offense and that coordinator's got a seed of doubt. This defense playing some mind games with them.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
And a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And how about this, Brock? They gain 11 on 2nd down. Nice work to claw some back. They make it 3rd and short.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces but it can pay big dividends.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
A gain on the play. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First
Kate,
down.
is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
And he's going to pay off this first down run with a nice pickup of 9.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and inches.
Thought for a second he might have had the first, but still a little bit of work to do here on 2nd down. It's Pacheco again. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. He's going to keep this one. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
A gain on the play. That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
2nd and 3. Kelsey's got it right side. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
That's
Move the chains! Gotta move
Chiefs.
the chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tried connecting with Xavier Worthy there. So that brings up 2nd down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind them, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Now one of the Chiefs in some pain out there, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's helped by the trainers. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Here's Mahomes now. Has it down close. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take a 2nd quarter lead.
Touchdown.
So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7.
Eagles 14.
Butker on now to kick this one away.
Kickoff for Kansas City.
Shipley now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And his effectiveness hasn't been limited to what he can do with his arm this season. On that last drive, he reached a significant mark for his efforts on the ground as well. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Motion man left is Brown. On 1st down, Hurts. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that 1st down.
Scrambles from the pocket. It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Eagles.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Hurts on 1st down. Hits him on the in route. And he's quickly taken down with a gain across midfield. They're now to the opposing 47. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Hurts looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They go play action. Here's Hurts. He's running with it. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that 1st down.
On the scramble, a gain of 7, and an Eagle 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And they bring him down. Looks like he got into the 27.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
2nd and 3 now. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He keeps it and takes off. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Hauled in by Goddard, left side. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Second and 3 now. Hurts setting up to throw. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that 1st down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Now Hurts. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
They can go to the locker rooms tied if they put this through. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles tie this game at 21.
21 apiece.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
35-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Looking to throw. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here comes the final play of our first half. The final throw before the break. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Eagles do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So we're all knotted up here.
Okay,
at the
Kate,
half, Brock,
thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Shipley now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense.
At their own 22-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. That one gains 7. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
And an Eagle first down.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
They go play fake with Hurts. Connects on the crosser. Oh, this big guy is moving. And he has this down to the 14-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
From the red zone now. Finds Barkley underneath. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
To number 26.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
A tight end in motion now. On second down, here's Barkley. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. Motion man left is Brown. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. A very short kick here from the right hash. Elliott connects there, and they've taken back the lead.
Makes the score.
Well, that didn't take too long. One series in, and he's given them the second half lead.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Chiefs and Hollywood Brown back to the field once again. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. First call here coming from the shotgun. Quick throw completed by Mahomes. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Oh, man, those defensive players hate slippery quarterbacks. Near impossible to keep them hedged in or corral them behind the line there. He evades them long enough to turn a potential loss into positive yardage.
The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Ariza to handle it. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Eagles about set to go on offense. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Finds the in route complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Complete to Jahan Dotson. A gain of 15. 1st down, Philadelphia.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down throwing for Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. That's Dotson with a catch out right. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. That's a pickup of 9. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
It sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Hurts throwing again. He finds Brown right side. Hit almost as he caught it. He does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. And now they face 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
2nd down. Hurts throwing again. Completed left side to Smith. He's got it in the red zone. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
Complete to Devontae Smith. A gain of 26 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
The Eagles make it a 9-point advantage. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. His 3rd total score this game.
With that score, this is now a time where this defense is going to get on that sideline, look at each other, and say, hey, we got to play this quarterback a whole lot more honest because he is doing damage with his legs.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles make it a 10-point ball game. As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
For Philadelphia.
Here's Smith on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own
Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. To the air, Mahomes. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on and on.
Oh, saw some movement there. That's going to cost them 5.
Offense.
A costly false start penalty as 3rd down becomes much more difficult to convert as they back it up 5.
Still 3rd down.
So after the false start penalty, they're left with 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They gain 14 on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him, calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Got his man, that's Brown again. And he doesn't get the chance to add on to that play, but this still has him across the midfield stripe all the way down to the opposing 42. 16 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
42-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Hits him on the in route. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Kelsey's got it right side. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
To number 87.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They fake the handoff, now Mahomes. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
19 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Throwing again, Mahomes. Has it in close. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs cut it to a field goal game. All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Shipley now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion here left. And he will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
Ball carrier. Jalen Watson on the tackle. A gain of 22 yards. And an Eagle first down.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Man in motion here. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Finds him on the crossing route. And some excellent work on this play. Takes him a while to get to him downfield.
We always hear about a tight end as a quarterback's best friend. That play is so indicative of it, Kate. You love a big target, and you know if you could hit him in stride, he's got a chance to get some big yards after the catch.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. Good reaction to the RPO. They're going to get to him behind the line.
Devontae Smith. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
This is the end of the third quarter. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Option play. They give it to Barkley. And he hits the opening for about 9 yards, but still 3rd down coming up.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
3rd and just 2 to go. They go to Barkley again. And the stop is made after a gain of 6. That's going to make it 1st and goal. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. They're going to run with Barkley. And he's in for the touchdown.
carry.
The Eagles
Touchdown,
make it a 9-point
Philadelphia.
advantage. Barkley, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Jake
Elliott on now to
point
attempt the point after. Right down the
His
middle,
kick
it's
is
good. And the Eagles make it a
Makes the
10-point
score
ball
Eagles
game.
38, Chiefs 28.
Elliott's all set for the
Elliott
kickoff.
to kick off for Philadelphia.
Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Chiefs take over.
The
first
Chiefs and
10
Hollywood Brown
at their
back to the
own
field once
26-yard
again.
line.
And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he
10 at
wanted,
the
and he got it
43-yard
going
line.
right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. They kick the running back in motion. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. That's worthy running the slant. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
Kansas City
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
At the 47-yard line.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Complete to number 5, Marquise Brown. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Here's Mahomes now. Got a man, and Kelsey has it. And they bring him down around the 34. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
Chiefs, 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Back to the air, Mahomes. Into traffic, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Tight end going in motion here. 3rd down, it's Mahomes. He's taking a shot towards the end zone. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs making a 4-point game here in the 4th.
Touchdown.
A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place. But 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field, knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal. We tie this game in the 4th.
38, Chiefs 35. Harrison Butker at a
Ball is
kickoff
set
for
up, and
Kansas
it's
City.
away. Just a 3-point game now. Shipley now to return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Hurts. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Incomplete.
Kate, from my vantage point up here, that was pretty close to drawing a penalty flag. Risky decision on 1st down, but there was a target in the area, so thus, no penalty, and we move on to 2nd.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Throwing here, Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He's got Brown on the slant. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. Spins out of one stop. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles make it a 9-point advantage. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles make it a 10-point ball game.
45. Chiefs 35.
Elliott all set for the kickoff.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
Here's Smith on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Chiefs and Hollywood Brown back to the field once again. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come, 1st and 10. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. From the 29. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's hit just before he can pick up that first. So 3rd and short coming up from the 33.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Here's Mahomes on the sneak. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
A tie in baseball, Kate? Well, we know it goes to the runner.
Well, I think we can all see this one, partner. Some considerable frustration beneath Coach Reed's mustache, and he throws the flag.
Previous play is under review.
Well, we all know there can be so little room for error spotting the football, and that's what's being reviewed right here. Did they get this right?
And I know both sidelines are furiously pleading their cases about what their eyes see. But fortunately, the eye in the sky and the replays will give us a clear answer.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So upon further review, they get a more favorable spot, and that's enough to give them the 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Now who else? Kelsey's got another. And he's going to set them up with a 1st down on a huge gain.
It's a gain of 20. That's another Kansas City Chiefs 1st down.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's got it to him yet again. That is cut. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
From the 36. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs make it a 4-point game here in the fourth. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. His third of the game on the ground.
Hey, 3 touchdown games aren't unusual for a quarterback, but we normally see him through the air. This QB's legs have been a problem for this defense today.
And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal would tie this game in the fourth.
Eagles 45, Chiefs 42.
Barkley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Shipley now to return. Jukes out a one-stop. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They motion a receiver left. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He drops it! Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch. It was Devontae Smith the intended receiver. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Looking to throw. He's got Smith. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. And he gets a gain of 9, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs down by only 3. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Setting up to pass. Kelsey's got it right side. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
You'll
First
often
and
hear
10
it
at the
said, in my life
45-yard
experience,
line.
it's true. The NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
He'll look to throw it. Brought in by Juju. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
To number 9.
The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first.
A gain of
And they
3
still have 2
brings
available
up
for them as we
second
approach
down
the end of this game.
At the 41-yard line.
Second and 6 coming up here. Back to throw. To the left and hauled in by Kelsey. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
That's a gain of
This
3.
defense didn't give up
Brings
contain there,
third
Kate. That was an
and
instance
3.
where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Eagles with an extra man in the secondary for this third down. Now to throw. This gets the first and more. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
Again, Mahomes to throw. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
First and 10, it's Mahomes. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. And he drives this forward to the 6. Now the offense going to take its third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
At the 6-yard line.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and a defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Harrison Butker out now. He knows how big this try is. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Looking good, and it's through. And inside the final minute, they've tied this up.
These are the moments, Kate, when you realize how valuable a clutch kicker is. When he's the only guy out there and everybody relying on him, and he delivers.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him.
Shipley on the return. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And they get to him a good ways downfield from that line of scrimmage.
Barkley, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 10.
Well, Brock, 4 quarters couldn't decide a winner, and now we're set up for an exciting conclusion to this contest. Overtime is coming up next. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoff. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Got to be able to make a stop, too. It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. This return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Chiefs' offense set to take over again. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
From the 39 now, after that explosive start to this drive. A counter give here to Pacheco. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
A second down run by Pacheco. That run good for 8. Now they've got 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
All right, needing 3 yards here on 3rd down if they want to keep this opening drive of overtime going. Right back to Pacheco. He breaks the tackle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes. But the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Now a pass play. Here's Mahomes. Got his man. That's Brown again. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
An 8-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the Eagles' 35-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Catch is made down the right sideline. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
First down from the red zone. Cut near the goal line. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
They'll try to run with Pacheco. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
From Little League football to the NFL, that is a play that a safety dreams of. Sees that toss play coming and is able to come downhill and knock it backwards.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And they're turned away again. 2 great defensive stands. We've arrived at 3rd and goal.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Defense loading up on the DBs here. Important play coming, 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he scores! It's a touchdown on the first drive of overtime.
Touchdown, Chiefs.
And if you were the trivia fanatic who knew that Billy Kilmer and Bobby Douglas shared the record for rushing scores in one game by a quarterback, well, congratulations to you. And congratulations to him now, because he's just joined those two as the only QBs to take it in 4 times in one contest. That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoff. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Got to be able to make a stop, too. Well, in past years, this game would have been over on that score. But starting this year, their opponents get to respond as we are back underway. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. They've got first down from the 31. Now he gets a shot here in overtime. Hauled in by Goddard, left side. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Gain of 14. And an Eagle first down.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
A play fake, now Hurts to throw. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And they bring him down around the 34. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
First down, Eagles.
That's one of those plays, Kate, where every position on the offense gets a gold star. They all did their job, enough protection to allow the quarterback time to find his receiver, who went all the way from the right side of the field to the left side of the field to do some damage.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
This entire game hinges on them finding the end zone, Brock, as they come up on 2nd down. And again, here's Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Working inside the red zone. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Hurts yet again. This throw is caught.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Here's second and goal from the 6. And he's got a free play here. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. But now all eyes going to turn to those officials. We got to see if this flag is going to take it away.
Offside. Defense.
Got to the end zone with a free play, so they will, of course, decline offsides and take the points. Now for the point after to keep this one going. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles tie this game up. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoff. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Got to be able to make a stop too. Now, these new overtime rules have given us quite the game here, haven't they? Now it is next score wins as we're off again. Has this at the 6. Juke the defender. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Throw over the middle, caught by Brown. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 36-yard line.
All right, Brock, both teams have had their opening salvos. Next score wins it in OT as they come up on second down. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
And the Birds bring out the nickel look. Third down coming up. Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out.
False start. Offense.
A costly false start penalty as third down becomes much more difficult to convert as they back it up 5.
Still third down.
So after the false start penalty, they're left with 3rd and 8. They motion the tight end over. Third down, it's Mahomes. Got a man, and Kelsey has it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
To Travis Kelce. A 5-yard gain brings up second down at the 46-yard line.
Finish the game.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 46. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
And 4.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Throwing again, Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And 4th and 4 coming up.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
He put too much juice into that one. It lands in the end zone. We're bringing things out to the 20-yard line. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And overtime rules gave them a chance to answer touchdown with touchdown, and this was the moment that they were working towards. A chance to take the field one more time with an opportunity to win it. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. They're going to go with Barkley on the counter. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And some great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain.
He was tackled at the
good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
While that run may not have moved the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he's brought down at the 30, right near that line to gain.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Barkley trying this up the gut. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. That's a short gain of 1. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
And an Eagle 1st down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Receiver in motion, headed right. 1st down, and they go right back to it. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Hurts now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And his progress is stopped, but a nice 5-yard gain before it was.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be unable to stop the clock again here in overtime. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Running back, motioning right. From the pistol, Hurts. He fires one deep down the right. Oh, big interception here. Picked up by Jalen Watson. Oh, my goodness. At this point, Brock, I'm exhausted. The guys have to be exhausted. Does any offense want to win this game this far into overtime, and still neither team can muster up the deciding points?
And I'll tell you what. Now every single guy is totally gassed on that field. Not quite sure how he dug into his reserves and found the fuel to make that interception. But he gives them yet another chance to finally put this one away.
Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here's Mahomes. That's complete to Juju. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. So we get a timeout here. Just 8 seconds left in this overtime.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Eagles with an extra man in the secondary for this 3rd down. Now to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. And a timeout's called with only 5 ticks remaining in overtime.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. 1st down throw, Mahomes. Throwing the out route complete. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling the preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Again, Mahomes to throw. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Well, this is just the game that never ends, it seems. That overtime is in the books. It is time to flip the field and start another one as we wait for a winner. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoffs. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Got to be able to make a stop, too. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Another throw for Mahomes. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we've got a 1st down here. So they make the stop, but they do it with some illegal aid. The referees say there was interference that time.
And this is why it is so hard to stop these offenses. It's hard enough to cover, right, obviously, without being penalized, but then you get a little bump, you get a little push, and now you get a 3rd down conversion via penalty.
He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Well, partner, maybe not the record that most people think of when it comes to quarterbacks, but it's certainly an impressive accolade for him. The most completions in a single game.
Yeah, it feels like this was communicated beforehand, right in the plan. Listen, we're running everything through you. You're carrying us. And to his credit, this quarterback brought his A game, some of the best throws of his career.
And he's taken down, but some quality yardage on that play.
13 more yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
And now the entire game rests on his next kick. This 32 yards out on the right hash. The kick is good. He got it. And they've taken back the lead.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Well, no louder place in Missouri or Kansas right now as the Chiefs get the win in Arrowhead. And they only needed to set him up with a shot to connect and win it with 3, and his aim was true to make it happen and put an end to this competitive ball game. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.